It's time for us, each one of us, to pitch in every small way we can, every day. Every drop is precious. As we embark on behavioural changes, there are hundreds of water heroes around the country who have innovated tech interventions that focus on better conservation and management of water in households and workplaces. They can change our world.
The problem of waterborne diseases all over the world as well as in India is a huge problem. There are around 38 million cases of waterborne diseases in India, which actually results in 74 million work days being lost, and this in a population of rural India, which is around 834 million, is really a humongous problem. And groundwater is used for potable purposes by close to around 400 to 500 million people. So you can understand the magnitude of the problem.
When my child gets diarrhea, it becomes very tough for me to manage between home and my work. The child cries a lot and is in constant need of my attention and care. I have to miss work for 2-3 days and my earnings come to a standstill.
It was not that people were not working on this particular problem of groundwater contamination, but the solution which they had really come up with was, to my knowledge, not workable on the ground. And that's what, when I saw that this particular technology can be married into a borewell hand pump, I realized early on that if it has to be successful, it should not need any behavioral change, it should not need any maintenance, it should not, whatever product we came up with, it should not require consumables. Because in the villages and in remote areas, especially for the underprivileged people, these are huge issues. So that's exactly what we did, and we came up with this Theraltech reactor. What we do is you have to just open 7 bolts from the top, takes less than an hour to do that, and you just retrofit it, just slide it into the riser pipe. And in this what we do is we shoot jets of water. Does not require any electricity or anything like that, can be hand powered by even a 60-year-old woman, and the bubbles which are created, they collapse at all points on the path of the flowing fluid and sends shock waves which lacerates the microorganism which otherwise would have caused diarrhea, cholera or typhoid and such like waterborne diseases.
Since they installed the machines, waterborne diseases amongst our children have come down drastically. They are happy and healthy as they get clean water.
The technology is portable across all social strata. Presently, we are doing it for the rural population in India. We have already impacted around 1 million users directly by providing safe drinking water, and this is by selling just very pieces in thousands. So you can imagine when India's 13 million hand pumps will get it, it will actually have a game-changing effect on the health of India.
Retas as such is a Sanskrit word which means a drop of rainwater.
As a company into rainwater harvesting and the pond redevelopment and rejuvenation. So basically we work in the field of freshwater management, which is other than your wastewater treatment plants.
Fortunately or unfortunately, we 3 partners, I, Priyang and Neeraj, were stuck in one of the jam which was due to heavy rain in Gurgaon. There we thought, we are stuck in jam, we can go for some solution where this water can be conserved and this flood can be managed. So the best way is to recharge the system or conserve. That is one of the reasons we started doing rainwater harvesting. secondary purpose. We have seen the villages are the biggest option because during summers they are not getting water.
रोज़ाना की ज़िंदगी में बहुत प्रॉब्लम है पानी ना होने के कारण.
We face a lot of problems in our daily lives due to lack of water.
अपनी साफ सफाई बहुत चीज़ों की.
Water is required for daily activities such as cooking, sanitation, and especially for drinking. People fall sick because we don't have clean water to drink.
We went to the villages. We found out lot of johars. We cleaned those johars, and we cleaned the entire sewage which was coming on the johars, and we cleaned the entire thing. And those retarded jar, you can say, or dead lakes were converted into the ponds.
Our groundwater table has increased now.
पहले जहाँ
Earlier the pond used to be very dirty. It didn't even look like a pond. Now it looks clean.
उसके बावजूद जैसे मछली हैं तालाब में.
The pond now has clean water.
पानी का जल यहीं रुकता है.
The capacity of the same pond is like around 6 lakh litre of water in a single day. So if I talk about the entire rainwater, we can recharge around up to 1 crore litre of water in a single annual rainfall. This is the way we can conserve the water in the villages and the nearby areas around the cities.
Taking a step towards solving the water crisis, Harpic and News 18 have launched Mission Paani. The aim is to change attitudes and behavior to improve water use efficiency.
People say you can't do anything sitting at home. Well, I say you can. I say you probably can even change the world. Just sitting at home, I can save more than 7,000 liters of water every year, just by simply fixing my kitchen's leaking tap. Make small changes in your life. Take shorter baths. Utilize the leftover RO water for daily household chores. Because if we save water today, we save our tomorrow. Join the Harpic News 18 Mission Paani campaign.
Welcome back to the stories of cool technologies that are making our offices and homes water smart and our minds water aware.
Hi, I am Vikas. I am the founder director of Trans Water System Private Limited. I was working in London as a software engineer, and suddenly I saw seeing news that water scarcity is huge in India. I decided to move back. So I moved back to India in 2008, and from 2008 I have been working on water saving and water recycling. In our country, whenever we do water management, we focus on how much rain comes into our city. But other cities focus on what is the water going out as waste from the city based on the population. So we thought we started working on recycling because that's a significant impact which can be created. We have a unique 11-stage treatment process which converts STP treated water to potable quality water, and we can remotely monitor all these parameters from our office and understand how the system is performing, and we have something called predictive analysis in the system. Say there is an independent IT park, they already have a sewage treatment plant which is mandated by government, but these parks, malls, they are not able to utilize the STP treated water because the buildings are vertical, there is no enough garden space. So what we do is we take this excess STP treated water and convert it to high quality water which can be used for cooling towers, technically any purpose, even drinking. All the IT parks, they'll be able to save huge volume of water and cost, because instead of sending this excess recycled wastewater outside, they're going to recycle it and use it for their cooling. So they save currently on money. So we have IT parks and malls currently our focus. Government is spending 50,000 rupees per acre for the surface water, for any river water, but we don't spend anything for the ground. We don't know how long the borewell will exist. So it is high time people start thinking little broader and adopting recycling. I believe that will help sustain cities in terms of water management. Just in Bangalore, if we just take 13 lakes equivalent water is currently going to the drain after STP treatment. If we are able to save that in a month, 13 lakes can be saved just by adopting recycling. Since January last year, we have saved close to 7,650 tanker equivalent water, which is equivalent to 4.59 crore litres of water in the past 12 months we have saved. And whenever IT parks like RMC, they say they are saving 1 lakh litres or 80,000 to 1 lakh litres every day, it gives a kick to us in terms of what we are doing. And when layouts are saying their borewell quantity is increased over time, it gives that pleasure of saving water.
When I moved here, there were about 30-40 families. Now we have almost 60 families living here. We used to buy tanker water as there was no water available from the borewell. This is when we decided to install the Boson white water system. The situation has improved now. We are getting 50 to 60% of water from our borewells by recharging our groundwater through the Boson white water system. We have a small lake within the layout which used to dry up in the winter months. But now, the lake still has water in the month of December.
Our vision for 2020 is to save 500 crore litre of water. This can be achieved if we are able to just tap IT parks, malls and few layouts. We will be able to save that huge quantity of water. And I believe this is the only way forward for cities to sustain in terms of water.
My name is Shruti Nangya and I work with the Altered company. Altered is essentially a Swedish innovation-based company that strives towards developing mechanisms for water saving. Professor Kaj Mikos is the innovator of Altered nozzle as well as the co-founder of Altered company. What he essentially wanted to do was atomize water so that it increases the surface area of each drop of water, and we start looking at water as a more effective tool to sort of use water more efficiently rather than use water in quantity as such. So in a normal tap, about 10 to 12 litres of water flow out, most of it sort of flows out of our hands and it just goes down the drain. We don't use every drop of water as such. With this atomization technique, it increases the speed of water and increases the surface area of every droplet. It breaks out water into millions of droplets by increasing the surface area of each droplet, and hence we use water more efficiently. However, one of the struggles that we face today is that the awareness of water consumption at a personal level is at a very nascent stage. We as individuals are not aware of how much water we use. We don't know how many litres of water comes out of our taps. We don't know how many litres of water comes out of our showers. We don't know how much water we are using while we are executing various habitual functions on a daily basis. We are conditioned to using water in a particular way growing up, and we don't see the need to changing our habits. What Altered and so we are basically developing various modules and techniques to sort of spread awareness on the use of water more efficiently. We segment our target areas functionally rather than demographically. Basically, where we want the nozzle to be present is where it can have high and immediate impact.
I have recently, 3 months back, put the altered water saving nozzles in my house. It's actually been a great experience from a point of view that I have lived life as I've always have. The products, actually, a lot of people come and talk about them. They're like, oh, what is this? It's actually, it makes the pressure of the water softer on your hands. It's very good from a point of view of course, from the environment point of view. And I've not felt a big change from the point of view that I've not felt any inconvenience of usage. So it's been very easy and very hassle-free.
So we have a lot of clients in the hospitality industry. We have a social chain of restaurants, which is the Impresario group. Each of these outlets have an influx of visitors round the clock. The hospitality segment is growing, and hence a lot of water is consumed.
So, you know, the water bill, yes, there's not been a big change because I've only put it in a few taps in my house, but there has been a significant change. Let me say around 25% the water bill has gone down. I'm sure if I put these nozzles on more taps in more bathrooms, there would be a huge change.
Water, a vital natural resource. In a way, our living generations have inherited this resource from our past generations, and it's up to us to preserve it for our future generations. And hence, we need to act responsibly, be more conscious, be more aware of the amount of water that we use.
I've been fortunate to have enough water for all my needs. But there are more than 600 million people in India that live in areas with high water scarcity. It is our responsibility to save water for them, to save water for the world. Take the pledge now. Start from your home. Small changes that make a large impact.